Unfortunately, before it was decided that was gonna happen, I was gonna read it like. It's actually so hard for us. Actual kids, and like most weekend I've got and stuff.
And they love that.
Yeah. If you just couldn't make it.
Turn your channel a little bit, what is that? Turn your channel.
It's a dynamic American.
It's like school books.
Is that something new besides mine?
Like Jeff's supposed to be here.
Yeah, pretty.
Do we have a theme?
Rather than.
You-
You
just
know what,
flag.
this is what's great. The world's your oyster. Whatever you want it to be, that's the thing.
I really don't like oysters.
So can we collage it?
So you could do more than one.
World.
Yes, it's crazy.
Who made that up?
The world is your oyster?
Yeah.
Oyster salesman?
I heard it.
The cracker sales, right, the cracker sales.
Yeah.
Or did I?
Are you okay? You're awfully quiet and awfully serious looking.
The theme of.
Just Monday.
That looks, if it's just flat.
Just
Yeah.
Monday.
I hate Mondays.
Oh.
Is it time?
That showed better.
Yeah.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And then.
Welcome. First item is to approve the agenda. So moved. Second. Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Public comments open. Public comments. Public comments.
Not that I can hear you this morning, Carol. What do you have? Nothing, okay.
The room is empty. The dust control must be installed. For this week.
Put them together.
Rain a lot.
So Wednesday, it's supposed to rain again. We have rain. Have some more rain. Now it's washouts.
So before you close that, to answer you guys' question, William Shakespeare in the Merry Wives of Windsor is where that, the world is mine, is your oyster.
You look it up.
I looked it up.
Don't let him get away with that.
Okay, we have closed public comments then. Discuss and approve the 6/8/26 regular minutes and 6/9/26 special minutes.
So moved.
Moved
Second.
and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Motion carries. Anything from the engineer? The road project?
Pretty much about the same, what we had last week with this, lost my train of thought. From what Nick said last week, it's pretty much about the same, so, okay.
We did have that meeting about.
Oh, yeah, how'd that go?
It was a great meeting, actually. I mean, and very, just the information, there's no, there's opinions,
Yeah.
just know about.
Was they leaning more one way than the other? Or?
Yes, yeah, I think they kind of want to go back to what we did originally.
Okay,
I think we're gonna work on, they're gonna probably work on, maybe try to get some farm to market money. I don't know if she's talked to Mark about that at all, but Nick suggested if we want to do that, we probably want to get a hold of Hinson's office ASAP to try to get some of that coming in. There's two really bad spots in it.
are we gonna core those out?
I think we need to, there are some ideas flying around about that, and Nick and I and Heather and the whole group is there, the two foremans and Shane, and I think what we'll probably do is core them out, put some Class A in there, get it packed, and put some chloride on it. Try to kind of keep it together. Nick said they've done that in the past, and that chloride kind of just seems to harden it up a little bit, and then the other spots, we're just gonna have to try to keep ahead of them. Dura patch, the bigger areas, coal patch, the little chunks. And Shane was gonna look into, everybody that lived on that road seemed to remember how they did it, and Nick didn't. I mean, we thought it was just a steel coat. Well, they seemed to think that they did it kind of in layers. So Shane knows somebody from PCI that originally did it, so he was gonna talk to them about the method. And somebody did send me a message after and said that they had information on how they did it, so I was gonna get ahold of Shane, but, yeah, I think they wanna just go back to see, like, kind of what they did the first time. And then Nick said too, I mean, he's like, if we can find a process to reuse it, because he said, if you're gonna use fines from a road project, why not use those fines on that road project?
Yeah.
Why not, why truck them? But where are you gonna get them if you don't do something like that? So, I think we're a little ways away from even voting on what we wanna do as a board. But it was a good meeting, I thought.
Yeah, there was like 31 people were there plus the, 7 or 8 of us
Yeah,
from our side. So yeah, and it was very cordial and
yeah, very.
like he said, nobody wanted to go back to gravel. Everybody wants to, reseal it, but then Taylor was saying the new seals are like very thin, like he said back then when they took it off the road, they did like 3 inches rolled it, 3 inches rolled it, so that's why it lasted for, 12, 13 years with
That answered my question.
no maintenance, yeah, and so that's okay, we could reseal it, but it's gonna be different than what it was before, so. There's a lot of that, how do we do that, and from Taylor's experience at Lane County, you take it, and Manat's also in their quote, you tear it all out, let it go to gravel for a year, let it sit, so the thaw and the frost come out, and then you do it. And so we gotta figure that out, then some people are worried if we do that, is it ever gonna go back, or is it just gonna stay gravel? And the money, the community money through Hinson, we gotta wait and see if that opens back up, and when it opens up, and like you said, get people that know Hinson and try to get approved, cause somebody gets to kind of win that money, But even if we did that, he said it would take like 3 to 5 years, so we're out a little ways, so we're at that point of what do we do now, cause if we reseal it and then we get that money, well, then we're gonna be tearing that out to blacktop it, but I guess maybe we could use that too for the base underneath, so as long as we're just trying to make the right decision, but everybody was okay with the embargo in the spring. Obviously enforcement's a concern, there, but, that's something that Casey could sit there in the spring a few times, have somebody sit there. But yeah, that's a good meeting though.
I
it's
think
a process.
The
Why
major
is it-
consensus now is safety.
Yeah.
From now to, cause this is obviously gonna be all down the road, at least 2 years.
So are we gonna core it out now or?
We need to talk to the foremans and get that done. And it'll be us, so it won't be cheap, but it'll be 10,000. You'll probably get them both done by the time you get the gravel and the chloride. We have our own chloride set up now, so we can do that, so. Good meeting.
Good. Anything else on roads?
I don't have anything else.
Obviously, we've gotten rain, so K Avenue, they just need to run the blades down again. There's a lot of potholes for sure.
Every road,
I'm sure every road.
every road?
Yep, so we're getting rain, which is good, and takes maintenance, so.
They were just out there Friday.
Yeah.
With the blaze.
Yeah, there's just, my trip coming in, there's quite a few spots where it's like pothole, like several in the center.
You tell her,
What?
or miss the holes. My dad always put in the race. It's supposed to miss the holes.
Miss the holes.
Okay, that's easy.
Or we'll just go down 21, right, Kurt?
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Don't go down the Garvin Gladbrook Road because the cops are staking that road out while we're trying to do 4-H dog classes. Geez,
Slow down.
I was good, I was only going 60. Thank you, God.
Heard in Europe, they drive on the right side of the road, or left side of the road, in America, we drive on the right side of the road. In Tama County, we drive on what's left of the road.
The sheriff's department sits out in the field.
Discussion possible action on 10 hour days for the secondary roads, union employees, we still have another proposal, a new proposal, did you get anything?
Nope.
Nothing?
I thought he was supposed to be here today.
The engineer worked with or tried to work with, is it Brent or Brett? Brett. Tried to work with Brett. They didn't have anything, concrete. One of the suggestions that, the engineer Nick had suggested, I guess, was that we allow them to comp more time in the winter time, to be able to take any days off, you know, if they want to try days off, as long as it makes sense with the road crews, foremans, that they didn't have like a project that needed 10 guys on a Friday or whatever, that they could just take off pretty much any Friday in the summertime, and that would alleviate. But if you did that, you'd want to strike the contract, you know, it'd be a negotiation. You'd have to open up the contract and say, you're going to allow this, but we're going to take away like the ability to go to 4 10-hour days down the road, because everyone said people working Monday through Wednesday instead of Monday through Thursday. So that was the suggestion from him.
Yeah, 'cause he called me Thursday and I missed it, and I called him back Friday, I think, one of the days, and I didn't get a hold of him.
Yeah, that was
And he said he had something like that, so maybe that's probably what he had, so,
the engineer.
yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he had talked to both of us already.
Jackson. You're up.
We're on.
You're up. Awesome.
Yeah, you don't have to
Good time.
listen to anything.
I was saving the whales.
There you go.
What
Yeah.
I have an initial. All the people that want 4 10-hour days and 5/8 and don't care. Excuse the printer was not working. I had baseball all weekend. Did you win? Yes, well, they got second. Second? Yeah. Glass. It is better. I was. We were looking at a gas.
It's the last one over on the right there, Randy.
That was Randy out of Gladbrook.
That's
What-
Either.
What's all either
Four
one?
10s or 5/8.
Okay,
The no answers is the one that got back to me about 9 last night, so
so everybody has answered
within
now.
maybe 1 or 2 guys that I might have missed, but these are all that I had.
It's 26.
Almost what I had.
Did you get?
16 or 9 and 1.
Just
So that's what I got last week,
Yes.
Good for him.
26.
Oh, I'm on top.
You're on top.
So does this give us coverage then, or I guess it doesn't have each of their roles, but is
2, 3, 4.
it coverage based on what you guys do?
There's
I
20.
mean, there's clearly enough guys to cover the other,
If
the Friday, but
9, 8, 9.
is there enough mix of trucks and blades and everybody in the 5/8?
5/8.
Mechanics, everything else,
The mechanics are all in 4 10s.
they're all for it.
They want 4 10s.
So there'd be no mechanic on Friday, right?
No. The trucks in 5/8. You got
Rich right there.
Jeff Schroeder, he's in there. Guessing they're over.
Those are trucks.
I guess all the other guys have hauled rock, which they jumped into trucks to haul rock.
Oh, yeah, the big guys.
Yeah. Guess you'd probably have Hoper in there too. I guess that's.
Take discussion, what's that? What's this? Change or not change?
it's good to see it on paper and, you know, it's something that the foreman, you know, one of the calls I got was like the foreman, not from a foreman, but that they would be working tons of hours and, you know, if they're doing the 10-hour days, all 5 days, you know, almost all 5 days, except for Friday. But maybe there's a way where they could just rotate with each other coverage for a couple hours, you know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily need 2 for the full 10 every day. So there's probably ways that they could still rotate to do the 40, but I like the thing engineer Nick brought up for an idea. I don't know. Did he talk with you on, about updating he did?
Yeah.
Updating the union contract, like with using comp time. Is
That we
it
would
too?
allow more comp time so that you can take more comp time in the summertime.
That was talked about, yeah.
Okay. Is there time to do that still, or is that not a possibility for this year?
I would say it has to be in negotiations, talking to Greg, he said it should probably be in negotiations. Whenever, whether that be in this fall, we negotiate, or spring, I guess we did spring this year,
Okay,
so it would have to be the following July 1st would go on effect if it got through
mhm,
of next year.
okay. I mean, my thought is, we approve this today, let them kind of run it how they want to run it this year with coverage on all days, and then next year we make sure we prioritize getting that done. Cause I think that makes way more sense that people could just take comp time. But I get it if it's too late to do it this year. I don't know if guys even have comp time left that we could even do it at this point or not, you know, but I like the idea.
Last winter it was pretty rare to be out. That's the thing with comp, way the winter's already,
Yeah, that there's not a lot of comp time because they're with winter, depending on how bad it is.
right. I
Gotcha.
mean, we had our winter into Thanksgiving, and then it kind of just fizzled out.
Mhm.
So yes, the discussion. So I guess my question is, are we gonna do a modified 410? So some people would do 5/8, some people would do 410s. And then Randy can jump on whichever vote he wants. Or are we going to all go 410s, or are we gonna all go 5/8? I mean, it looks like the majority want 410s. 16.
Is it still the same last proposal that you gave where guys can kind of pick and choose? Like the same thing you gave us last week?
The proposal we had was Monday through Thursday. And have it like we've done it in the last 10 years, I guess. Yeah, you're talking the 5/8, 410s together. I don't see where that would be a problem on our end.
You have to have a vote on it.
Well, we already worked 5/8, the 410s are done. We voted Monday through Thursday on the 410s. So I wouldn't think we'd have to.
We can do it Friday if there's no one at the shop. That's,
Who's our shop foreman, if there's anything, you know, there's no mechanics there on Fridays. That would
He's
be
salaried, ain't he?
the only concern. But what about other mechanics being there? Cause all of them wanna do the 5 or the 410s.
I mean, if it's a skeleton crew though, there'd likely be backup equipment, right? Like, I don't know if there'd be, is there anything that there's only one that it would have to be fixed
Yeah,
that day or no?
it's just breakdowns out in the field.
Oh, like out in the field, I got you. So there might be some tolerance for that potentially.
Again, just crapshoot, but that's the important part about mechanics during the day, you know, I mean. Last night, Gerald never had that problem because his blade was stayed in the shed lot, but other than that.
Say that.
That's a great comeback.
So
How many
if I
mechanics
understand,
are there?
There's 3,
Ours are, including the,
including the main man,
There's the 3
3 mechanics, and Pat's the head.
head foreman.
so if I understand this correctly, then we would have a bunch of people working the Monday through Thursday. 9 would be available on Friday.
Probably.
Well, 10 if Randy wants
Randy
to.
doesn't, he didn't
He didn't care. So 10, we could say 10 on Friday. I have no problems as long as everything's covered and that we're not wasting time. That would be my next question would be, okay, Foreman, give us a rundown of what you got your guys doing so that we can see. But I have no problem with us doing this. It gives us an idea and then also for what they might want to do next year when they're doing negotiations.
I think we need a mechanic there though.
I think so.
Can we get the mechanics to go Tuesday, switch off,
Tuesday to
one goes Tuesday to Friday? Just so we have somebody there. That's the only thing we need a mechanic.
Well, just so there's at least, Pat's working, we need another guy, so Casey's gotta go out, that
Yeah.
needs help. Or
Yeah.
or-
They need to be there, be on call.
Somebody
like,
Pat cannot work on the vehicles.
Yeah.
That would be taking a union job and
Yeah.
cause grievance.
That's a,
Yeah, no, we need a mechanic there. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, that is definitely. I mean, the situations if they're working out in the field, Pat can be around transporting and stuff like that, or getting parts and things, but because a lot of times that's the biggest thing is going to get the parts and this and that. But
Of course, most of the parts I think are shipped in unless it's emergency,
Yeah.
unless it's something,
um,
usually they send somebody.
I guess I agree with these two. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this, as long as we get somebody a mechanic there. And that's, to me, that would be a big deal, so hey, you're Tuesday through Friday this week, yeah.
so do we leave it up to Pat to figure out who he wants to be the mechanic then, because.
Is Pat the one that would decide that, or?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
It should be up there.
Yeah.
I'm fine, I agree. Have a mechanic on Friday, and then I'm fine with this.
Cause they could probably put a calendar together so
Yeah.
people know like, okay, I'm, Tuesday to Friday or on Monday to Thursday, just so they could rotate like let them work that out if the union and Pat's okay with that,
And if they're smart, they figure out how to make it a 4-day weekend. In the swap and switch out.
But remember, we just call them dirt.
Yeah.
They can fix that. They really good against the union.
I may have a problem with that.
Well, dirt work.
You got a problem with everything I do. Casey wants to work on the maintainers. The big.
I don't-
4-10-hour days sounds great.
Okay. All right, I'll let them know.
Opposed to,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you. One of them would do that Tuesday through Thursday.
Okay.
through Friday,
Tuesday through
Yep.
Friday.
Yeah.
perfect.
So I make a motion, we accept this plan with them having coverage on Friday with one of the mechanics.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Understanding we're gonna have a mechanic do it like a Tuesday through Thursday.
Friday, Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Thursday would be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
Guess we didn't say an effective date, is it
It's,
starting right away, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Monday.
As long as you guys can get your ducks in a row or
yeah,
let the guys know.
So it was a
I
4.
don't think that Thursday.
3-2, I voted no.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear that.
I missed that as well.
You need to speak up.
Aye. So it'll pass, 3-2, you guys figure out an implementation process.
That's another wet Jackson.
They run your machine?
You can't run it, but
All right.
thank you. You
Discussion of possible action on distribution of road use tax fund for part of the market. Extensions to towns in Tama County with a population fewer than 500 people. I think this is what the engineer brought to our attention. So last week.
Yeah.
He had said that there are certain funds that we should try to pay, try to retain instead of transferring them to the cities, because we maintain the roads as well, including rock, and that would go a long ways for our rock budget. Anyhow, and so I guess we just open that up for discussion. We were forwarded some information.
Yeah, I had Karen put this on for us to vote on, just the fact that if we're gonna do those payments, they have to be by the end of the month, so Harley's looking for a little bit of
Mhm.
direction, so.
Yeah,
What was all the towns again? Cause when I looked up, a lot of those small ones that Nick was listing, they are under 500 people. You know, like your Vining, your Elberon, your,
That's
You know,
what
like-
it is.
That's what it is.
but they're already getting the I thought he was saying we're giving money to ones above 500.
No,
No,
That wasn't the issue,
just a little bit.
Okay. But we're already doing that, correct?
We wanna stop doing that.
Right, because it's technically, we're spending the money, but we're giving it to them instead of reimbursing ourselves for
Yeah.
it.
City, Clear, Elbron, Garwin, Lincoln, Montreal.
I guess, you know, all these years I've worked here, I didn't know we did this, so. It doesn't make sense if we're taking care of that road.
Exactly, and that's the way Nick kind of, you got,
walk down to Buckingham too, right?
You know,
Well, snow through there.
you know,
I don't think Buckingham's listed because they're not.
Yeah, Buckingham's not listed on there.
I didn't see them in there.
Dinsdale and
So-
Buckingham, we push snow through all of the roads.
Yeah.
I.
So I don't understand why they did this back in 2005.
That's what the reserve code,
There's a note in here that because of the way the state changed some information, and so they went down the path of putting it into effect in 2005, that we would give the cities the money. And that, the year. So they had a meeting in June of 2005, and then they met with the county engineer and the mayors. And the transfer of jurisdiction legislation passed in 2003 became effective in 2004. My assumption was because it said the cities were gonna be responsible for it. I don't know that the rest of the story. Some class C roads is or something. And was tied to flooding. So I don't know if those cities are having a flooding problem. Still to this day, Chelsea does, I know that.
How much money roughly is it, like on an example of?
like it
That-
told,
Is
it
that
told
still
about
today's
60,000.
numbers? Well, 63.
50,000.
And the question would be, are the cities using it for the issue that it was passed for, or is it just?
His biggest concern, the engineer's biggest concern is that we're giving this money out without any kind of a 20.
I agree.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's no 20 in place. We're giving that money to them, and we are the ones that are maintaining the road. Either we have the 20, either we're maintaining the roads, we're retaining the money, or we're relinquishing the money and giving them the,
Right.
the responsibilities.
If we're doing the work, I don't see why we would pay the cities to do the work that we're doing. And then, tracing the money back. What are they spending it on? I mean, if we're giving them money for fixing their, dealing with their roads. And they're not doing it, well then, that's another problem. It's like, I would say that we would Do we have a resolution already drafted for this yet?
It would just be a motion, but let me also state that they probably already have their budget certified, and this is probably already calculated in the current fiscal years. And so if we yank it now, is this money that is going to be, that are they going to have a shortfall?
Again, it goes back to what are they doing with the money? I understand what you're saying, but a lot
If
of
they're
those
using it for something.
right, but the cities are also taking the EMS money that we go on the 75 cents per, they're using that to pay people now. And I know they were asking for it upfront, which they can't have, or they have to do a warrant to get it. But I see your point, if they've already budgeted for it, using the money that we were giving them.
And I struggle with the times where we don't say anything to them and, hey, by the way, we just cut your budget by
Yeah.
10 grand, good luck, figure, we need to work well with others too, I think, so. I mean, we could always make a motion to stop it for next fiscal year, next budget, and I don't know if we need a letter drafted to let them know what we're doing, or if we wanna talk with them first, and
So is this this has to be out by the 30th because it's this fiscal year. That's too late.
oh, so we'd be two times, then, because it'd be this year and next year,
Yeah.
we'd have to do it.
So if we don't wanna do it this year, because we want to respect their situation, can we vote on it now for the next fiscal year, or do we just want?
Or is it too late?
It'd have to be two fiscal years out at this point, because they got their budget set, so,
For 2 fiscal years.
Yeah,
or we get a contract.
but if they haven't spent it this late into the year, then what are they gonna use it for, honestly? I mean, I don't think, I felt like it would be a kind of jerking. If we give it to them now, they're just gonna spend,
Right.
If they haven't spent it by now, what are they using
Right.
the money for? Or why would they have that need? So I can see both ways now,
Yeah, because it's gotta be tied to the farm to market.
Yeah.
Issue.
but we could vote, to withhold it and then say with a 2080 agreement in place telling us what the money is going for, maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't, but our engineers advise us not to. That's up to you guys, what you want to do. Just kind of a summary of.
Right, well, I mean, we owe it to the taxpayers to save money, to reduce the taxes, and this here, the way it looks is we're taxing them twice for the same work. That's what it looks like to me. And I can't support that.
We have to do one or the other.
Yeah,
It's a substantial amount of money.
yes, 60 grand, right?
Over 10 years at 600,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Since 2005.
I mean, we need to split into two buckets, so what about this year? So fiscal year's almost over. Do we either reach out to all the cities, either to the clerks or the mayors that are involved in this and figure out where does this land them, Or we pay it because we're 2 weeks away from the end of the fiscal year, they've probably already spent it on other line items. And then we decide what to do because next year they may have certified, but they haven't spent it at least, So I think we could still have discussions for the next year one to try to stop that one. but-
You're talking about the year that starts July 1st.
Correct. I think that one we could still have discussions on. I feel like the one that's ends in 2 weeks, we either check with them first and then bring it back next week, or we just give it to them this year because, like I said, if they've already spent it, we gave it to them, we approved doing it, or, I mean, I guess we didn't really approve doing it. It's just always been the way. That's what's hard. Because where's this at is this in our budget anywhere?
It's an engineer's budget.
The engineer's
It's
budget,
just-
okay.
It's just been going out and then the cities have been using it, but have they been using it for farm to market roads?
Well, no, if.
I mean,
if
if
we're the
they
one
have,
that does
what
it.
are they doing with it?
Do they push fill on it through like town or something?
We do,
We do that too, so,
we maintain it all.
yeah.
And it looked like it was tied to flooding, because
That's weird.
way back in,
There's only one town that would have that flooding.
Well, you could
Just
get
Chelsea.
FEMA one probably, plus we'd still be the ones fixing it, right? So,
As far as getting it done today, I like what Mark said. about working on a 2080, then we can, and withholding until we know what it's going for. So I don't know how you want to break that officially, but I would vote aye on that.
For withholding now and then fixing it in the future, if that makes sense for
With the
everybody
2080.
else. That would just,
You mean withholding it for this year? Like not giving it to them even?
When will we normally transfer it? At the end of the year?
yeah, and if they could justify. So it's been brought to our attention, we can either continue the way that's been, which feels like it's, we're being taxed twice. That's not good. So we can fix it. The other way we do that is by stopping the payments for this year and then putting something in place next year if we want to, or we don't. Then we just continue to withhold it.
Working on a 20,
Yeah, if we want to work on the 2080 to give the money, but our engineers is recommending that we don't do it. Either, that we don't do this anymore, right? Or we just stop maintaining the road. That's the option. But they're not going to be able to maintain the whole, I don't think that they'll be able to maintain the whole road for that much money.
no. A lot of them probably wouldn't even be able to push snow in there.
So it makes sense for us to retain that since we're the one doing it.
Right.
Otherwise, we would send a bill to the city for all of the work that we've been doing, and that would be more than this much.
Yeah, it's no question that we should be retaining it, but,
Right.
hands down, but.
How many of them are expecting the money, sit there waiting and expecting.
Don't know.
What's that?
A lot of money for the small towns.
It is.
Yeah. That's what's tough. I think it's mostly, but it'd be Kupka and Elmer's probably districts mostly. Your six, I should
Garland
think.
and on tour.
Towards him.
About 500, so. That's up to you guys, if you need to talk to your cities first, or if you wanna just do it and see what happens, I mean.
Could we table it or suspend?
You can table as long as we address it within the next quarter,
It has to be this meeting.
but it has to be, no, I thought so too. I looked it up because I challenged the city of Tama. It should be done at the next meeting, as long as that next meeting is within the quarter.
Okay.
That's the way it's, so we could table it and deal with it next week. Legally, according to Robert's rules.
You're just wanting to come back to this meeting?
Would it be okay to check with, for when the road guys to check with, the one that sends out the checks, if she's got direct connection and communication with the cities and say the position, like the situation. Is there a 2080? Maybe there's a 2080 in place that we don't have.
Yeah.
I don't think that we know. For them to justify getting the money without a 2080, I think that we withhold it. What do you think?
So if we have her reach out to them, see.
Yeah.
If there's any, 2080.
Yeah. Maybe there's one there and we have to, have to give.
And it'd be nice to know if they spent their budget and can they show that they worked on those roads, I mean, just so we can, I like to just get all the facts. I feel like our small towns, we don't just, rip the rug out from them and,
Yeah.
I mean, we're all in this together, we're just in different
I can
boats,
call-
I guess.
I can call my people in Garvin and find out what that looks like.
So I have a question. The way this is worded, this, on the dollars, it's transfer of jurisdiction farm to market extension. It says from Elberon, paid to Tama County. Are they paying us? That's the way this is worded,
I don't know, cause it's not my interest, I don't know, that'd be.
but it still is a lot of money.
Oh, I see it, where it's faded,
Yeah, it says Tama County transfer of jurisdiction farm to market extension.
paid to Tama County.
Yeah, so $5,000. Yeah, and it says from each of the cities. So are they truly paying it?
That would make more sense if we're taking care of it.
Right. And that's from the Iowa State Treasurer's
But
office.
why are we sending that money back to?
Yeah,
And we are.
Yeah.
Probably have to check every year.
Yeah, they gotta do it by June 25th, she said.
I thought,
That's the last,
On Thursday, so that it
The
gets paid
last
that
pay.
Monday.
last pay of the fiscal year. right?
Yeah.
I would assume it's from up above level that's saying that, hey, you get this amount of dollars from this city, but it goes to Tama County and then it can be distributed. That's kind of how I read it.
Yeah.
The pay two is what we get from the FM, from the state or
State, right, yeah,
Gotcha. Oh, to maintain it.
yeah.
so 63.
And then whether we give it back, it's up to us that we're doing.
Yeah.
So those are the
That's the way I understand it.
Okay, now that makes more sense.
I don't think we have the authority to give it.
I don't either. Other than there's a resolution here they did in 2005.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely should have never been done, for sure.
I say it wasn't a resolution, I fit a resolution.
It wasn't,
That's not for levy.
It was just a vote.
Just a
Okay.
motion.
then we can just.
And it almost just sounded like they needed the money, not for the road, but just, you got told that if you
Right.
heard on them, that's not.
They referred to flooding and,
Yeah, I think we know enough to have it probably.
yeah,
Make the motion to discontinue distributing the funds.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been made and seconded. Open it back up for discussion, just make sure everybody's on the same page.
So discontinue immediately and
Yes.
the
because I-
engineer's office would notify them, and then if there's any concerns, they could just bring that back to us then,
I'm
correct?
thinking how this is gonna, we're looking at audit.
Oh.
It hasn't been audited, obviously, otherwise
It would have been flagged.
we would have had it correctly.
Yeah.
This is, we have to stop it. They're back in there. Okay. All those in favor say aye. Ooh, motion carries.
So will that be stopped this year?
Yep, immediately. And then. Charlie, was you instructed not to send those out?
I'll go down there and talk to them when I get down here.
Okay.
Already voted on that. I just wanna make sure that we are managing the farm to market with money. Thoroughly.
Yeah, we need to be, there's so many options we can use that for that's really gonna help us out in our budget.
Yeah, our engineer will, this is a weapon knowledge on.
Right, I just wanna make sure that, because I know we're losing him,
Yep.
the 20th, actually the 28th.
But we'll have it that way.
But I just wanna make sure that we're clear.
Yep.
We're going to use the farm to market things much better than we have in the past.
Okay. Discussion possible action on Township Water Association utility permits. This is something that we have asked for the engineer when he submits these, that he would look them over and that he would recommend that we pass them. Evidently,
I don't have any I mean,
he's been
I
looking.
didn't hear anything that's saying no, so I would make a motion, we approve both of these utility permits for, Cow Sheep Water.
I'll second that.
Okay, move and second it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oops, motion carries. Discussion possible action to select the winner of Tama County Economic Development photo contest. Did anybody? Pick one, Jake?
So they were mentioning, you guys had like 3 or 4 of them pulled out. You guys vote on one of them?
I think we each put our signature on
Initials
the
on
back,
there.
So
but
Kurt, you're the last deciding vote there.
Oh, boy.
he's like, I'm gonna look for some.
It's okay.
On the back.
Take your time.
Are there any specifically for my district?
So once again, I would tell the names and locations to
They're all anonymous.
protect any bias. There actually is a person in this room that submitted one. That's, but, I think you can do whatever, I mean, it says in when we were doing the contest that the ones that stand out will be displayed. I was thinking that would be one, but if you think that there's 2, you know, we can decide that, but I don't think it's a super formal thing where, you know, if you initial the back, whatever one has the most initials should be the
I'm
winner.
gonna give that to Jake Lynn and look at them, figure out which ones are which.
I initialed 3 of them.
Perfect.
Well, can I initial
He
for this?
said,
I thought we had to pick one.
Well, he
okay,
said,
so we can deal with that after the meeting.
he said the world is my oyster or something.
So, but,
You wanna do it now?
No, go ahead, I mean.
But you said we could always hang more, but.
Yeah,
So did you really pick one or three?
Three.
Just go through them.
Can you just pick one and then maybe we could pick,
I thought if everybody picked, you know,
Yeah.
if I did, and if it
Oh.
was three,
You wanted three votes,
If-
you're one
if we
vote,
all-
not,
if we all agreed
it's
on
not hard.
so
one.
do we want to choose?
I'd say let them look at them now and see if one of them has the majority of the votes, then that's it.
That's one of us.
Even if it doesn't. Let's see if there's a majority.
You just-
She said we're looking at it before this.
She's
I
voting,
have two now.
she's voting early and voting often.
Hey, look at three.
Did you mail
Get it more like a California election.
While I do
I
this,
got nothing on it, but I still think we should hang it, because it's cool.
while I do this, I do wanna bring up, some discussion. I mean, just the brain, we have to decide what you wanna do, but the city of Tate Toledo has been in contact about a time capsule.
Yep.
We're gonna push back that date. It didn't think it would be enough time, to one, acquire the funds to get the time capsule.
Yeah.
When we talk, we kinda think that it's gonna be a countywide thing, maybe every city and the county should have skin in the game when it comes to funding it. So I'm gonna go through cities and say, we're gonna do this, how much money do you wanna put towards it? So there's that. And then, you guys can decide what, you know, what item you wanna put in it, but then that, however much money that is will probably determine the size of it and the kind of things you can put in it.
Okay.
So that's something that you will probably want to think about, like, you know, how, I don't know, Mark, do you wanna talk about where this came from, or?
Yeah, so this just came from, Brian Zogel had reached out as, I think he's the chair of the Stoplight Festival. And he said, because this being the 250th year, we'd like to do a time capsule. And invite all of the cities within Tama County, and I had inquired about, including Meskwaki. And, he agreed that Meskwaki should also have the opportunity to put something in the time capsule, as they are incorporated within our incorporated area. So there would be a reach out to all of the different cities. I've reached out to, Garwin, and then Toledo is also in my district, and we would just make them aware, and the cities that you're representing, the smaller ones anyway, that they'd have the opportunity to do the same. And that the county would have the opportunity to
Yeah.
put something in.
So I think the first step is, number one, finding out who wants to help pay for it. Reaching out to Meskwaki as well, see if they wanna put some money towards it. And then that will determine the size and the type of container. I don't know how much you wanna be involved, or if you think me and Catherine can take care of that, it's up to you.
Yep, if you guys could take care of that, that would be great.
The truth too, because they just brought theirs up and it sounds like even though it's way below frost, it still got wet inside, even though it's a time capsule.
Yeah.
So it might be good to figure out lessons learned of what,
Sure.
does it need to be in a kind of a bag? Is there better types nowadays than 50 years ago?
It's a good time to put one, because a lot of communities are.
They're pulling up boat lane, I think, yeah. so that-
Tom and Tim would just get a big PVC with, and glue two ends on it. They never get wet.
Oh, yeah, wood,
Costs
condensation.
$80 at the hardware store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, literally, when I looked into researching it, I mean, you can get a $500 one, or you can get a $10,000 one.
Holy.
And you know, I'm guessing that if we wanted to be there for 50 years or 100 years, you know, I don't put much faith in the $500 one, but.
Yep.
So
Think,
that's,
I think casket and vault,
got it.
they use both of those.
Do you want to donate one?
What's that?
No.
I didn't hear. I don't have one, fortunately, but no, I mean, seriously, those people have already figured out the way to preserve stuff, so.
So we'll be working on that. The winner was this one.
All right.
All right.
So this is the picture from. There, maybe keep going on and I'll tell you in comments.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Discussion possible action to reappoint Kevin Icamp to the Veteran Affairs Board.
I'll make that motion that we reappoint Kevin. I can't to the Veterans Affairs Board. Did a great job.
Okay. Yes,
I'll second it.
second it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Discussion with the maintenance supervisor regarding end of year transfer of funds.
You don't have none.
I say no.
Well, I know you guys have got me pretty hard, but thinking I may have 10, 15,000 that I would like to put back and earmark it for tuck pointing in 10 years. Cause that's gonna be a chunk of change to get the courthouse re-tuck pointed.
Okay, so you have that money.
Thanks, you. Cross your fingers.
Yes.
Left.
I haven't had any big,
Today, you're not actually acting on it, you're just discussing it with them. If
Okay.
you guys think you do wanna do a transfer, I'll put that on as a resolution before the end of the fiscal year.
Okay. Does he have the money though?
Yes, he should have, like he said, he should have 10 to 15.
Would we have enough to put away more for the HVAC, the air conditioners still?
I don't remember what the totals were, but I've been spending anywhere 10 to 15 each pay period, not each pay period,
8 each month.
monthly. So I was being conservative, saying 10 to 15 to throw towards the tuck pointing. And if you guys want to do more, and I do have more,
Yeah, we do. I do.
I'm hoping I have 20 to 25,000 left over at the end of this fiscal year.
And we can still pay for your spend.
Yes, that's with all my bills taken out, I should have.
I should have spent more of your money.
You tried.
You're right. Well, here's the deal, he's not coming in here and wanting to spend it.
Right.
He's wanting to
No,
say,
I want
makes
to
sense
put
to
it
me.
away because the last time we had the tuck pointing done for the courthouse, it was over 120,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
this
for
is,
10 years from now, it could be 250,000 to take care of the courthouse, and that's just one item.
we have a lot of systems that are under his budget that could fail, that could be big ticket items, so the goal is to try to put as much away after his budget. So if there's a catastrophic failure, we're not having to dip into, hundreds of thousands of dollars at some point, hopefully it gets to build before we ever have any issue like that.
Right.
Once it gets to be a lot of money, we can look at.
We can start doing
Adjust.
earmarked for whatever.
Yeah.
So with,
Replacing stuff.
with Karen's blessing, can we put it on the agenda for next week?
Yeah.
Right, and I just wanna make a comment, I've been in the basement of most of our buildings with Dirk, and our infrastructure's got to be addressed. I don't know, I didn't.
Centrally?
That wasn't Michael, I just blurted from.
Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, so our infrastructure throughout the whole county needs to be taken care of. So I think our board is responsible for that now because it's ours. So I'm supporting of that.
yeah, I'd say if we got some extra money, the HVAC would be a good place to stick her in there, cause you never know when that's gonna fail.
Exactly.
And I imagine we got some that are pushing 20 years old.
There's one or two left that are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Dirk, for managing your budget and have some roll over into those that we really need to save up for, so.
I do have a, while we're talking about that, do you have a mobile generator? Yeah, we have a portable one we use.
Yes, it's only eight or 10,000.
Okay.
It's
I'm
down
thinking
in
of
the
VA.
basement, or it's down in the VA
Okay,
garage area.
okay, that's the one I'm worried about.
Discussion of possible action to approve 2 new funds for the sheriff's department. That will be the example. And,
I give money back and you're taking.
No, he's
I
not
thought you,
taking
I thought he was here to transfer money into.
Into my budget, that would be awesome.
We said new funds, not funding, right?
New funds. K-9 is what? What's the other?
Well, this
Oh,
is
the
what I
BT
came
exam.
about in talking with Brian Unson with the Hyde Bailey. We have a lot, looking at our budget lines, we have a lot of different buckets that we're gonna start consolidating. In those conversations, we were discussing the K-9 fund that we have, and then also the example that I'm starting out. Putting those into our budget and not being so much a donation-based bank account somewhere. I agree with Brian, I would rather have them part of our budget as special revenue lines and accounts. So that way there's more transparency and it's easier, for auditing, keeping everybody accountable, so.
I wholeheartedly agree about the K-9 fund.
Yeah.
That should have always been in the budget, rather than little jars all over town asking for money. Or repaying.
I don't think we can prevent that.
But I'm not saying we can't prevent it, I just,
Right, just because I think people enjoy, you know, being part of that and supporting that, but I think this will, that the fundraising may not stop, but it will be a little bit more transparent with how we're utilizing, the money will be there.
Right.
For people to see. Not that it's not now, it's just an easier way to
Right.
keep track and add to it if we need to, and
I think you should be budgeting for K nine anyway. So,
The motion would be to approve the two new funds and also, I mean, there's another action item that I think that we could probably do them together, for sure. Open accounts at WCF for both of the accounts.
So the reason why we want accounts for that specifically is he'll get to keep the interest then.
Yeah.
The money that.
yeah, I agree with that. So I'll make the motion that we approve the two new funds for the sheriff's department. One of them being Be the Example and the other one is for K9 programs.
I'll second
Okay, been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
so now we can move Dirk's money to those accounts.
it.
I'll make the
That would be a
motion.
no.
Make the motion that we open bank accounts at WCF for Be the Example Award and K9 programs for the sheriff's department.
And you need to share the interest with me.
Second. Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Motion carries. A discussion of possible action to approve the auditor, treasurer, tax assistant, sheriff, and chief deputy sheriff assigners to, on the Be the Example Award and K9 bank accounts at WCF.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
moved and seconded, and these are the positions and not the people, right?
Yes.
We're doing that from now on. So yeah, that's how I keep on addressing that.
All for, but that's good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Claims.
We have claims in the amount of 284, comma, 087, period, 20. $284,087.20. I make a motion we approve it.
Second. Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 Both. Motion carries. New business supervisory reports. Anything? Anybody? Anything there?
Yeah. Did you want to see, we're going to see everybody, yeah, I go here.
I had asked that Karen had forwarded something on that I got late yesterday, and I think I got it late yesterday. It was about the mental health regions, how they were dissolved, and because they were dissolved early, we had a $2 million surplus. At the very beginning of the regions, each county that was in that region was expected to provide startup money. And we tried to protest having to turn over that $2 million. We thought we should be able to divide it and send it back to the county as well. That didn't happen. That all got turned over to the state. However, because the audit gets billed after, where the state auditor's office came to do the audit and we paid the initial fee, whatever that was going to be. But then another bill came after we had dissolved and we had sent back that $2 million to the state. Well, essentially, our finance manager told the auditor, we don't have any more money. We gave $2 million to the state. We didn't know that this was just an initial bill and then another bill would be coming. And so the state auditor, he went back to the state and said, HHS should give that money to the auditor's department, the state auditor. And they refused. So, there's a lot of going back and forth, I guess, between the region that has been dissolved, the auditor's office and HHS. And so we've been kind of given, are given their word, the state auditor is going to work with the HHS to resolve the dispute and leave the counties out. So essentially it's not resolved, but it should be resolved for us. If you get a bill though from the state auditor's office requesting money for like a percentage of whatever that audit is, we're not to pay it. as a heads up.
I've read through all of that stuff and I'm very frustrated that we make an agreement and then the state overrides it and takes the money back. When there was an agreement that if it was funded or dissolved, the money would come back to the counties.
Yeah.
I have a major problem with politicians not following their oath of office. And when you guys get old enough to, like me, and you look at social security, our social security at the federal level was rated, never paid back. And had they left it alone, it would be solvent for a lot longer time. So we, at the local level, we have got to hold other people's feet to the fire. They've got to honor the commitments that they made. We honor them. My expectation is the people, the next level up, will honor them too. And basically, we've got to call people out if they're liars and cheats. Okay, thank you.
We were also directed by the state that we had to do this, and then we had to put the money in
Right.
from the counties. And when we made our 2080 agreement, the way the 2080 agreement read that was signed and everybody agreed to was that money, if should that region ever dissolve, that the money would be refunded back divided after all the bills go through and sent back to the counties that invested initially. And that didn't happen.
Right.
But we were required to do it by the state. Then the state is now telling us to do something different because they wanted our $2 million. So we ate the legislature today.
Just
I think
today.
hate is a strongly worded,
But they're going to save the world and put a cap on our property tax. That's going to save everything.
Boy, did you just open a can of worms on that end.
Oh, we better adjourn.
We better adjourn.
Anybody else got anything for supervisor reports?
We've sold those phones back there, not what I wanted to get for it, but they're sold, which means somebody's gonna come pick them up in the relatively near future. I've got 6 phones coming back from public health because they're not using them. So that should reduce our bill by about $120 a month. I'll look for certain. And then I've got a meeting with, we're having an IT meeting tomorrow with the principals for where we are and how we're getting to the other end and roadmap to get there. So, okay. And then we'll let everybody else know what happens after that. But that's tomorrow.
Public comments again?
Sorry, go ahead.
I have a couple. Laura Wilson wanted more clarification on the 410s mechanic that will be covering Tuesday through Friday. Did not sound like any other 4 10-hour workers would do Tuesdays through Friday. So would it just be the one employee working 10 hours on a Friday to cover maintenance, while the rest of the Friday shift is only working 8 hours?
She misunderstood. There'll be 10 people in the road department working.
Not on Friday. There'll only be one working 10, right?
Of the mechanics.
Oh, of the mechanics, there'll be one mechanic and then Pat, I think.
Like what she's saying is one
But the
mechanic.
An extra 2 hours.
Yeah, always to be,
By himself.
Yeah, no.
that's a quicker.
I kind of responded and just said that the mechanic would probably still have work to do because there's maintenance, et cetera.
Shop.
Yeah.
There's always PC equipment in the shop.
Yep.
The other public comment was from Jessica. Is the Republican Party going to announce their choices for the treasurer?
They have to hold a convention first. That has not been determined where, when, and only the people who were selected as the delegates at the caucus will be involved in that process. The public will be able to see it, and I'm just regurgitating what the chairman of the
Yeah, essentially that question needs to be directed to the chair of the Republican Party.
yeah. So, nothing yet.
This picture was taken by Bob Kingslip. at the Garwin Union Cemetery.
Nice job.
IENCLE.
It is my district.
No,
You got lucky.
now we know.
I did not know. Jake, did you tell you?
I didn't know either.
Ah,
But also, I did want to point out. Hold on. This was Casey.
oh, cool.
Casey,
Let's play.
did your wife take the picture?
No, I took that.
Wow.
We
So
got,
what is that on your little motor car?
That was on the, old Minneapolis Moline from the US Navy in the Corps Carnival Parade.
Cool.
They fashioned that, flag support put on the back of that old Navy vehicle.
Very cool, yeah.
we got a lot of good pictures. Maybe you should make a collage out of it.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'll do something with those too.
Yeah,
Are they gonna be displayed?
I mean, we have the whole building too, we could just bum around different places,
What building? This one?
any of them.
I will come back with something.
Maybe we'll have a scavenger hunt here and you can find all of them.
I don't know.
Maybe Mike's,
Come on.
picture thing could be
I'd go
used
see.
too. Picture thing? Art, the art thing you guys are doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That might be a,
How will anybody know who the chair of the Republican Party is? Because as you said that that's the person that must be contacted, so nobody knows who that person is.
it's Catherine Leopold.
I know who that is, but
That was-
directed it at the public, so they're not gonna know.
I was gonna ask that question too, cause I didn't know.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do is avoid people from thinking that we have anything to do with that because.
I know you are, Mark, I
Because we
understand
nothing
that.
to do with it.
It's just,
that- You have to do your research on.
so then it looks like the other way around, so, oh, you guys are trying to hide something. You don't wanna talk about it, must be trying to hide something,
Yep. We're.
Can't win.
We are not, I assure you.
can't win,
But,
but, so,
I think that we need to be very clear, this board and the auditor's office has nothing to do with the election, or not the election, but the,
Appointment.
the appointment. Who they nominate, who each party nominates to be their nominee for the ballot.
that is true. So people will need to know how to get a hold of the chairperson to ask the questions. Or make an announcement, put an announcement of some sort, public information announcement in the newspaper, that'd be Mike's job, so that everybody can see it.
Yep.
So they know what the heck's going on, cause I'm sure that just that one person doesn't wanna know. There's a
We
lot
do
of.
have something to do with it up to the point that nobody secures 35%, which is just a plurality at the nominate, or at the primary, and so now each party's rules designate who their nominee is going to be. There was not any on the Democrat side, but for that on the Republican side, nobody secured the 35% threshold that is required by law.
That'll happen next time with the sheriff's race, you can just bank on it. I know, right? We won't have a sheriff for months.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay, the move,
I'll second it.
and all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Yep. Every time you come in here, man, you do everything else.
I wanna know.
How you doing that?
How did they determine?
He doesn't know what Issue Street